Yo guys, what is going on? It's Galj007 here with another episode of D&D style RPG. Now I know I ended the last one very quickly and I apologize. Something came up so I had to finish it. And I know I promised about 3 episodes per week. But last week my whole family had COVID, so I do apologize. If you're watching this 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and you have no idea what COVID is, please look it up. It's horrible. But anyways, guys, let's get started with the next episode and let's continue the story and let's see what happens. As always, thank you very much for all your continued support, and please don't forget to do the YouTube things. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't, and share the video with some of your friends. Maybe they'll like it as well. Alright. Anyways, what a grisly and sad ending for the two of us, you think? Looking down at Lady Igraine. Of course, there had never been a two of you, but your dreams were real enough. Sighing, you wonder, she had been looking for something of her father's. What was it? Just then, Reginald runs up to you breathing hard. The priests mean to regroup. I hear them calling for one another in the wood. We'd best move on. He looks down at Lady Igraine. Is that? Yes, it is she, you reply. We may need a drink tonight, Reginald says. You nod and then point to Siba, who is now running around the grassy hill, crying and tripping as though in a panic. Hey! Reginald shakes his head. Only moments ago she was dashing about this field, wielding the dagger of mine, like a bloodthirsty assassin. Now, who is she? Is this the way of woman? You shrug and jog out onto the grass. As you take Siba by the wrist to try and calm her, Reginald announces that he will search just a few bodies before fleeing. No use in letting the vultures swallow our treasure, he says cheerfully. It is not safe to stay out in the open. We must not dally, you warn your friend, ignoring Siba's attempts to pull away from your grasp. Just then, the unicorn stands up. His legs are shaking and his eyes are bulging. You thought he was dead. No, not this, the creature bellows. He paused for a moment and then screams triumphantly, This world is mine! What? The Pegasus said that? What is going on? Upon uttering this pronouncement, the unicorn gallops towards the granite slab and proceeds to bash his own head into it. You hear the horn snap with a crack. Blood splattered the white rock as the creature batters his skull over and over. Oh my gosh, that's kind of gory. Gods, why? No! Reginald stammers. Siba commences screaming with renewed vigor. After a few seconds of this self-mutilation, the unicorn, with his jagged stub of a horn, turns and charges down the hill towards you. All three of you shout as you run with abandon. When you reach the woods, you look back to see the unicorn thrashing on the grass, screeching in an unearthly tone. Evil magic, Reginald says. You stare in horror and realize that this magic is beyond your understanding. Mentioning for the others to follow you, you say, We have pressed good fortune long enough. Let us return to Ring City and the company of good people. The three of you set off toward Ring City, your beloved home. You and Reginald are grateful to have some company for the lengthy walk. The two of you have long since exhausted your trove of stories and can nearly predict what each other will say. Siba, on the other hand, is full of stories of faraway places, creatures, and magic you've never heard of before. A merchant's daughter must really get around. As it turns out, Siba's family has recently moved to Ring City, and her brother Jordan tends the candle shop there. Nevertheless, she bombards you with questions about the city. She seems to want to know everything from who's who in the noble families down to the local gossip. The time passes quickly. By nightfall, the toll gates of the city rise above you. The guards, typically a suspicious lot, usher the three of you in without hesitation. They have known you and Reginald for years. Reginald was once even a member of the guard. Once inside, you immediately head to your loft. There, you rest and apply healing ointments to your wounds. You hide the majority of your loot under your floorboards. By the following evening, you are refreshed and feel stronger and more powerful than ever. You toss a handful of gold coins into your money pouch and meet up with Siba and Reginald at the Leering Virgin Inn for some much deserved celebration. Oh, look at us. Look at Reginald. Whoa, look at his hair. Or is that me? Man, I didn't think that was Reginald. I picture Reginald as a really old guy. Not sure why. Let me know in the comments what you guys picture Reginald as. Um, Especially if you haven't played the game, because that looks nothing like what I picture him. But anyways, let's continue. The three of you feast and drink and tell stories, exaggerated of course, to the inn regular and otherwise thoroughly enjoy yourselves. There is no justice, there is no law, there is only power. You quote from the first page of the book, bound in human skin that you lift from the sacrificial altar in an Inverness castle. Sounds just like what a zombie rising, no good Gorgon's R's would write. Reginald says with slurred speech. The three of you are alone at a table in a corner of the inn, as all the other patrons have grown bored of your boasting untold tales and have gone to bed. You page through the book. Ha! What's this? You exclaim. This speaks of Baroness Irolyn lying with Sir Roger of Chesterford. Evil gossip, no more, Siba says, and then takes a swig of wine. Well, the account seems rather detailed. You read further and, oh, Guildmaster Franz Perkels has been skimming gold from the mint, melting the coins down and recasting them with more copper. Aha! I thought the coins from the money changer were light. Reginald begins rummaging in his pockets. What is that? A book of dirty secrets? Siba asks, pointing at the book accusingly. I rather think it is. Why, this silly little book might be worth more than the rest of our loot put together, you say? And you think the Lady Igraine might have been looking for that book? Says Reginald. He casts his eyes down to the table. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to bring her to mind. You put up your hand to reassure your friend. It is well that I learned to not judge a woman by her face, you say, doing your best to give a convincing shrug. I had heard House Igraine had fallen in hard times. Desperation leads to an evil path, does it not? Reginald nods vigorously, sloshing his drink. The glassy-eyed expression on your friend's face is the last thing you see before you black out. When you regain awareness, you are standing over a bed shouting, "No! Reginald! You can't die! Please!" You are pushing down on Reginald's neck, attempting to stem the flow of blood. It is no use. He is deathly still on the blood-soaked bed, and there is no pulse. Oh my gosh, guys, look at Reginald. Oh, we just saw his beautiful face and now he's gone. I want to say this is a dream. I'm hoping this is a dream. I wouldn't want him to die just yet. Maybe it's like premonition, like maybe this is a vision. I don't know. Let's take a look. Gods, no! You shout and run out of the room. You are now in what you recognize as the hallway of the Leering Virgin Inn. You shout for help and look back at him helplessly. From here, you can see bloody finger paintings on the wall around Reginald, runes in Inferno that appear to be some sort of spell used to harvest power from a soul. There are footsteps from behind, and you turn to see a city guard and an old man approaching. "Seize that one!" the old man croaks as he points at you. "He is the murderer." To be continued. Dear reader, here is a map of the area of your recent adventure. Don't expect much accuracy. Medieval cartographers do not sweat the details. Also, you can see a more complete map of Ring City and the surrounding areas at any time by selecting maps from the menu. Okay. There's the city. That's pretty cool. Wow, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. That's a I don't know if that's a good way to end it or a bad way to end it, but that's gonna be the end of this episode, guys. I'm gonna try to see if there's more, if I have to do anything. But with that said, let's read this last sentence and end the video. There's a great deal more adventure ahead, but first go see the stats on your first chapter. Oh, I already read that. Anyways, guys, thank you very much. I'm gonna go ahead and show stats for this volume, and I'll maybe upload a video about that. But I don't know. Do you guys think it ended here? That seems like it left me wanting more. I don't know about you guys, but again, thank you very much all for your time. And again, don't forget to do the YouTube things. Make sure you also check out my my TikTok. I do anime art and stuff there, so make sure you check it out whenever you guys get a chance. It's GalJ007 signing out. Thank you.